Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. It is a busy week. So I wanted to do something a little different today. I have a new release, new to me artist of sorts that I wanted to feature. And yeah, so we're going to do that. I also have clips at the end. One's a cat clip, and the other one is actually, I'm showing you guys one of my one of my purchased for myself Christmas gifts. It's a new art cart, which I have not had before, and I set it up in my living room. So if that's something that you're interested in looking at, I wanted to go ahead and let y'all know, because I'll put the jumps down in the description as usual, the timestamps. But some people might be interested in that, so that's kind of why I wanted to put that out there. And then I'll put Winry's clip at the very end, so y'all get a little bit of cat with your 3 times a week as usual video. Anyway, all right. So this artist, her name is Shershneva, I believe, and hopefully I'm not mispronouncing that. I sat here and said it in my head spoke it out loud about 10 times, so fingers crossed I didn't mess that up. I found her, I mentioned the other day about Sun Life Drawing and how, no, we haven't really heard a lot from them since September, not really sure what's going on. I did see on Facebook, now this is unconfirmed from Sun Life Drawing, but I did see a commentary on Facebook that one of the artists, which is Shershneva, has went out on her own and is doing some books of her own. So I went to check her out on Facebook and goodness, y'all. I went to check her out on Amazon, and she is publishing under, I think it's called Color Relaxation as well. But she has a number of books that are the color by number quests, like the little squares and triangles. She has like some mystery dots, mystery lines, things like that. Some color by number mandala mosaics, different books like that. I guess she's not really a new to me artist if she's been doing Sun Life Drawing books, but like I've never seen her books that she's self-publishing, and so she is kind of a new to me artist. And so I did want to put that out there. Of course, I will put all the links I'm talking about in the description, because I am all about some links to back up everything I'm saying here. Now, in saying that, new to me artist, didn't know she was doing Sun Life Drawing stuff. And no, I have no idea what that means for Sun Life Drawing. So I guess we will have to stay tuned and see. Anyway, she published, now this is under her name, she did publish this, which is technically a new release. It was published, I guess you could call it a new release. We're going to call it a new release. This is December 31st. We're going to call it a new release. A little bit different, not color by number, but color by colors book. And this book is not vastly different, but it is significantly different from a lot of other coloring books out there and color by books. So I was curious. I had to purchase it to see what it was like and to kind of show you guys. So here's the book. Again, this is color by colors, and we will see what that means in a minute. It is a little bit bigger than your standard 8.5 by 11, like just a hair wider. So this is a little higher price point than the other books, but you'll probably see why. And it never fails that when I am on on video, my phone starts stinging. I'm not that popular, guys, trust me. Anyway, here's the front. Puzzle animals, color by colors. Here's the back. Here's Leroy. Leroy, please don't. I'm not in the mood to have something knocked on my head today. The other day, guys, he knocked the lamp off again and just about clocked me in the head with it. And I know some of y'all are thinking, well, Michelle, why don't you move the lamp and why don't you move the stuff? And I'm working on it. I just haven't got to that part yet. So now he's sitting on the printer thinking about it, staring at me. You're not jumping on top of the bookcase. You jump on top of the bookcase and we're going to be down 7 cats, mister. Anyway, sorry. So here is the color palette in the back. It is similar. It looks very similar to the Sun Life drawing one. It's just they're like, if you are used to how they're laid out in the Sun Life drawing one, they're a little bit out of order. This is actually the order. It makes more sense, in my opinion. I believe there's a dark blue, too, and we don't usually have dark blue, so few differences there in the palette, but the palette's basically the same as what you would have for like your Sun Life drawing palette. Alright, so what is Color by Colors? We get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Color by Colors is where you see where the edging's at. Here, like this is a purple hippo. Looks like a light violet hippo. A violet hippo. So you want to color the hippo violet. This is green grass. You're going to color the grass green. And so on. So you got yellow edging there. That looks like black. So you're going to use black and so on. And these are going to be, of course, animals. And then you're going to have where it says puzzle. Of course, you're going to have animals and different things in the middle. Now, that's the first thing unique about this book. Second thing, the paper is glossy. It says in the description that this should work well with marker, I believe. Let me look. Yep, ideal for markers and gel pens. We shall see. So the paper's glossy. That's different. And the third thing is we have colored backgrounds. So here is a why did I try to do this video today? I can't think. A pig with tusks. There we go. Got our kitty. A beaver. I'm gonna get there. So I really dig the colored backgrounds. Like that's something I definitely love. I only have one other book that has something like that, and it's like the vintage book that I got at Ollie's. Now, one of the things that's going to be interesting is sometimes I have trouble with telling the difference between red and red-orange in particular. Those are two colors I really struggle with in terms of knowing what's red and knowing what's red-orange. So that might be a little bit of a challenge in this type of coloring. If you think you're going to have trouble with that, like, I probably wouldn't recommend this. Like, if you think it'll be hard to designate from light green and dark green and stuff, then this may not be the book for you. But I wanted to, like I said, this was something I wanted to get and try, and we're going to try coloring one on here, at least some of it. So you get a mini coloring chat today, too. But if you don't want to see that, you don't have to. Oh, we got a turtle. So this is not difficult coloring. This is not complex coloring. This is a definitely chill kind of coloring. If you don't like having numbers, this would be advantageous because you don't have your numbers. Very interesting idea. I do like it, just like I said. I do tend to have trouble with certain colors being able to tell the difference. And like I said, red and red-orange really are the two biggest. That's my biggest difficulty. Anytime I'm trying to color, sorry, I'm trying to get this thing turned, y'all. I guess this is at a higher price point because of the glossy paper, is my guess. It is a little bigger book, too. There's the one from the cover. Gonna get it. There we go. This looks like some blank pages in the back. Is Amazon printed. So no title pages or anything extra in the back. You just get your coloring pages and a couple blank pages, and that's pretty much all you get. So, kind of like him. He's a pretty handsome dude. Kind of want to do the cat, of course. Yeah, let's do the cat. We all know that's where I was going. Y'all are all sitting in the background laughing, going, she's going to go for the cat. We all know she's going to go for the cat. We're going to go ahead and put a page behind it. I do that regardless of what I'm using, what book it is. I wish I could show you guys. Leroy's perched on top of the desk now, so I did remove the lamp. The lamp is actually in the spot he's perched, so that might explain it. He simply needs to move the lamp, and that's the only way. That's the quickest way he can do it. Okay, so we are going to try this using Cali Arts. I know y'all are like, you're going to use what? You have Cali Arts? Yes, I do. Never use them. We need to change that. So there will be a little bit of scratchy here while I'm trying to figure out what the best color is. Let's go. I think that'll work. Because heaven knows I am too lazy to grab my swatch chart. It's right there, you dumb butt. Okay, yeah. That's what we're going with. Alright, so we're going to start with the yellow. I'm going to use my chisel tip. At least we're going to hope it's yellow. We're going to hope it's yellow. Let's see what we have here. We have yellow and yellow orange, and I can tell pretty easily what's yellow and what's yellow orange. So yeah, y'all get like a little color and chat along with everything. I'm showing you all kinds of weird things this week. That is how I roll, y'all. Little Miss Weirdo. And with it being glossy paper, it is super smooth paper. I have no idea how colored pencils would do on this. So, I always do this when I first start a picture like this. I'll just go teeny tiny little strokes until I kind of get in the groove of what I'm doing. Okay, so I was worried that like the edges would show, but I guess I was pretty spot on with the color because they're not showing. So that's cool. Cool. But yeah, no, I hadn't really talked about the art cart, but so like I don't have a official end table next to my spot on the love seat because our living room is very small. I mean, it's a really large size house, but for some reason the living room feels particularly small. And the way we enter and exit, like a decent size end table would kind of would make it harder to walk in and out of the room. So I had been just using a little TV tray that I could set up and then take down at night because those things are so flimsy. I knew if I left it up during the night, a cat would leap on top of it and crash it to the ground. They're jerks like that. So that's what I was using for a really long time. And I wanted something. I kept, of course, taking my coloring stuff in there, and I kept, like, it just kept invading all the spaces in there, and I was like, okay, I need something to store the stuff I mostly use in here in. It didn't make any sense to have it in here. Plus, if I was sitting there coloring on the couch and I ran dry on a marker, I would be grumpy because my lazy butt would not want to get up, walk all the way to my office, which, as you will see, is really not that far, to get another marker. I was just lazy. Anyway, I've been eyeing this card for months. Thinking about it, thinking about it. It's a little expensive, so I was like, I don't know. But it was like metal. I mean, it's like heavy duty metal. It feels very sturdy. And so finally I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it for myself for Christmas. And I did. And it's really nice. I like it a lot. I managed to get quite a bit on there. I'm going to have to reorganize it, I think. But it did free up some space, much needed space in my office. So far so good. So yeah, they're just like puzzle pieces, like the mosaic pictures I like to color a lot. The marker is going down very well, by the way. I was a little worried the glossiness of the paper might make it a bit streaky, but it doesn't. Like it's going down just fine. It's very nice, actually. Would be curious to see how gel pen's doing here. We might try that on some of the little things, like maybe the mouse and stuff. We'll try it. We'll see. I'll grab my jelly rolls are pretty close. When I think of glossy paper, I also think it'll take a while for it to dry, so I'm trying really hard not to actually touch any of the areas that I'm coloring. So let's switch colors. We've seen me coloring the yellow. I figure I'll do a few little parts of the picture and then I'll color the rest off camera and then show you guys at the end. I figured that would be a little more efficient. Let's see. Let's try. Okay, so here is where I'm going to really challenge myself. So I think this is red. Like for sure red. So we're gonna color that one. Now, is the other one also red? Man, I kind of want to color those in gel pen though. Let's go with a pink instead. Let's mess with the pinks here. Okay, that's a little brighter than what they've got on here, but let's see how that does. Now I am using the chisel tip. I'm trying to make myself use the chisel tip more and more these days. Now see, this one, be curious to see what happens when it dries, but the line is kind of showing through a little bit because it is not an exact match on the color. So that is interesting. I have no issue with that. It just adds kind of a nice little border to it. I actually kind of like that. The more I look at it, the more I dig it. So there we go. I'm probably gonna have to get my swatch chart. It's gonna make this a lot speedier. Heaven forbid I not be efficient. There we go. Why are the pages upside down? Because I'm crazy. Alright. Okay. So, let us go with tan. Is that tan? Is that what it's called? Or is it peach? Oh boy, the tans and the peaches are gonna be a little dicey. Okay, these are more of a tan, and then this is like a peach, so I need a peach color. Oh, such riveting. I should have prepared. I should have done this before the video. Let's see what. Let's try. Why? Let's look at that. Oh, it's color names. This is Baby Skin Pink. It says Barely Beige. Let's go with Y900. Let's try that. It's probably not going to be right, but we're going to try it. Yeah, it's not bad, actually. So yeah, it might take a little bit of testing to figure out which, colors you have coordinate with the colors in here. And if you have a favorite set you use for your Sun Life drawing pictures, that set will probably work here as well. Like I said, I think there's an additional, I know there's at least an additional one with the dark blue. See, that's not quite the color either. Not sure if y'all can see. So the edging is going to show a little bit. But I'm actually pretty cool with that. Man, I got spot on with that yellow though. I'm pretty pumped about that. I'm normally not really good at matching colors. I am being messy as usual. No bleeding, of course, with the glossy paper. That is one plus here for sure. So there is the peach. Trying to make sure I keep all the ones out so I can record these in the future, or write them down. What is that color? Is that supposed to be gray? I guess. No, wait, this is kind of weird. Oh, never mind. So you could get really confused with some of these black outlines. You have to be careful. Like, I was trying to look for one that obviously had black. I think those are brown. These actually have black outlines, but I don't see any on here that have the black outlines. Let us try one more. We will try, actually, let's get out the gel pens. I think that's a good enough showing for the moment. Let's get out some gel pens. So I need, and I'm just going to use my jelly rolls because they're right here, and I'm feeling lazy, and they're glitter. I don't know if glitter will work better or if glaze will work better. That is not the blue I need. That is a dark blue, I think, or that's just a blue, which I think will work for that one feather. Yeah. But how have I not used that one yet? That might work for that one. We'll see. Okay, so I have a jelly roll glaze that we are going to try on this feather just to see. It feels very, like I would not want to put my hand down on that right now, because it feels a little, with the glossy paper and putting down the ink, it definitely is going to be wet. So I would definitely exercise caution when you use your gel pens on here. Again, slightly different than the outline, but at this point we're just not going to worry too much about that. This is my first time using this pen too, so it is being a little weird. I feel like took a minute to really get going. Okay. Not real thrilled with how that's going down. I think I'm going to let it dry and then do another layer. Now we're going to try the Jelly Roll glitter pens on this feather, because why not? Kitty should also be a little fabulous. We all should be able to glitter a little bit. These feel a bit streaky, like, and jelly rolls don't streak. Like, when I color a page with jelly rolls, 9 times out of 10, these suckers, I've never had an issue with coverage on these. They are always just very well flowing. I don't run into a lot of white spaces. I think it's just this type of paper. I'm not a huge fan of how these pens feel on this paper. So if they're doing that with regular gel pens or with Jelly Roll gel pens, I don't know how they would do with like other pens that may not flow as well. Let's try a red gel pen. I think here's my red, which might be running dry, and we might have switched to a different color for now. There it goes. Just took a minute. Getting there. Alright. We're gonna have to turn the page slightly here just so I don't accidentally touch that blue. So let's do this mousy and glittery red too. Might be a good way to do this. Now this one's a little streaky because I've lost the cap to it, and I've got to figure out something, because that's going to drive me crazy every time I go to use it. I gotta figure out where that cap went. If I got any tips on how to cap a gel pen without having the actual cap on it, I would appreciate that. Okay. It's alright. It's alright. I think the other one is the orange red, or red orange, if you will. Goodness, is there even a red orange in the Cali Arts? That is a very good question. I'm sure some of y'all that use Cali Arts a lot are like, you have the number memorized. Maybe Y906. Heaven forbid I put these in actual order, right? Like, oh my gosh. I tell y'all. Well, here is, let's find a light orange. Let's just do that, because it's going to take forever. This isn't going to help at all here. There we go. Alright, let's just do the light orange. I'm annoyed now. So I'm going to do a little bit of the light orange. I'm trying to let one of the feathers dry, and then I'm going to do a second layer on it. Show y'all how that goes down, and then we will jump to the end. Oh, this week, y'all. This week is going to be nuts. It already is nuts. I'm already tired. And we've just started. So I would enjoy coloring this in the living room. but I think I will need my bright light simply to be able to determine what's red and what's like red-orange. For some of the ones that I struggle with a little bit in terms of being able to tell, I'm probably going to need a little bit of strong light. But in terms of ease of coloring, this is like my jam, y'all. And like I said, if you don't like saying the numbers, this might be a cool way to do coloring by a category and without using numbers. So, all right, let us try going back over the, sorry, trying to shake the pen a little bit. It was a new pen, and trying to make sure everything is dispersed through it. All right, so we're going to do another layer. Yeah, I would say I will probably personally just use markers on this book. For one thing, when I'm looking for ease of coloring, easy coloring, a lot of times I just want to stick with one medium. I don't like bringing out a bunch of different stuff. Unless I color a page mostly in marker, and then like at the end I add some gel pen, you know, little bits and bobs. That I don't mind as much. Paper feels a little bumpy. I don't know. I figured I gave it plenty of time to dry. My glaze pens are acting a little weird too. Like, I had the black glaze pen and I loved it, so I ordered the like smaller set of them that's out. And like, they're not, I don't think all the other colors work as well as the black glaze gel pen. They seem a little watery. They seem a little splotchy. Let's do this one. Ooh, now see, that's nice. Doing the 2 layers gives me that more vibrant pop, I guess. So that's kind of nice. I could go back, you know, that would be kind of cool to do like all the bigger parts in marker and then do all the little puzzle pieces in gel pen. That might be a cool way to do this book, actually. I might go back over our pink kitty with a pink gel pen. Come on, red. Work with me here. Alright, we'll do this one real quick, and then we will hop through the magic of video editing. We will hop to the end, which will actually be like a time machine, because then we will transport to the future where I will actually have this done. Alright, so second layer, if I'm using gel pens, seems to be, I dig it. There's the glaze. Now see, the glaze has a beautiful shine on it when it actually, but like I said, it just seems splotchy. I don't know. I shook it. I don't know what else to do. Anyway, I do kind of like the glitter gel pen accents. If I find a glitter pen that color, I might go back over the blue one as well. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do, is use gel pens when I have the colors for the little pieces, and then use the marker for the bigger parts. So yeah, let's hop to the end and I'll show you what I ended up with. Alright, well that took a little longer than I anticipated, because I was having trouble finding gel pens to match the colors. So man, I did not realize, like, I have almost no red orange gel pens. So anyway, so I did that. I basically filled in all the little bits and bobs that are drawn in with different types of gel pens, and then I colored the rest with marker. My tan didn't turn Again, in retrospect, I should have pulled my Cali Arts out and went ahead and pulled out the colors that I needed. So I was having trouble finding the tan color from the Cali Arts. So it's a little darker, more like a brown, but that's okay. It still looks good. I went ahead and colored his eyes, even though that didn't have anything. Just because I thought I wanted him to have some eye color. So yeah, if you sit here and look, I used glaze on like the little ball on his nose, the feather, the cat. Did I use anywhere else? I think that was it. And then I used some glitter, gel pen. Also used some of the metallic on the kitty at the top and the kitty at the bottom. Had a little trouble with color matching, but overall, I don't think it caused a huge issue, as you can see. It actually looks a lot, I think it looks better on camera than it does me looking at it. But even the ones that didn't quite match, where you can kind of see the outline, I don't think that deters from it. I actually kind of like that outline look. So that doesn't really bother me at all on the ones that show it. It's just weird, like the yellow was a perfect match and then everything else like was slightly off, but I also made it oops and colored some areas a different color just because I had the wrong marker, not because of what it was outlined in. Anyway, it's a cute picture. Will I do all the little bits and pieces in gel pen? Probably not. But I wouldn't be opposed to doing a few of them, like a few in glitter gel pen on certain animals and stuff. Like if I can pull a set that are certain colors and keep them close by. I didn't like how the gel pen laid on this paper as much as I like. The marker was great. Didn't have a problem. Perfect. Perfect. But the gel pen, I had to do 2 layers on everything except the metallic. Just to get it to the level I wanted it. Otherwise, it looked a bit streaky to me. So, and my glaze pens are weird. They look good when they're dry, but like when I lay them down, they just look so watery. It's bizarre. I don't get it. But like I love my black glaze gel pen, but I'm not as thrilled with the other colors. So I guess a little mini bonus feelings on a certain medium right there. But anyway, it's cute. Like I said, I probably would add a few little gel pens as accents to each picture, but for the most part I think I'm going to stick to marker. But I do like it. The glossy paper did not cause an issue with the marker, and I was really curious how that would work. So yeah, I like this. I'm glad I got it. It'll be something fun to do while I'm watching TV, or I just need something low-key to color. I think, again, it kind of final thoughts on it. If you have problems designating certain colors, like, I don't want to, the pen's still drying, but like, this is red orange. I can tell it pretty easily when they're side by side. It's not too bad. Yellow orange. It might, for me, I'm going to need a bright light and kind of squinting at it a little bit to actually determine what color it is. And it'll probably get easier the more I do it. But, and I may have colored some of these the wrong color. So at the end of the day, I guess it doesn't really matter because it still turned out okay. So, I don't know. But if you have trouble determining color types, or like your reds from your red oranges, you might have a little trouble with this type of color by book. I do not know how this paper would do with pencil, with it being glossy paper. It does really obviously well with marker, not so much gel pen. My cat is eating something random off the floor, and I really hope it's actually cat food. Don't you hate that when they're like eating something and you don't know what they just put in their mouth? I will put down in the description how many pages are in here. I'm not sure. Wait, I think it said on the, it's 20. It's 20 images, so slightly less than a lot of the other books you get at this price point, but I think with the type of paper it is, that's probably why. But overall, cute book. I've got like I've got a bunch of her other stuff on my wish list. I'm just trying to slow down my coloring book buying. Otherwise, I'd be buying up all her little Color Quest books. But this is something different. It's fun. I would definitely like to see her put other books out like this. Though I think, and I do love the colored background. I think that really helps here. So I'm kind of torn. If it means keeping the colored backgrounds, I like it, but I'm also kind of like, you could just use regular paper too. So I don't know, kind of torn on that, but I do dig her. Definitely go check her out. I'm going to put a link to her store, the Color Relaxation store that I don't know if it's actually her company or whatever, but I'll put a link to both. Put a link to this book. Put a link to the cart you're going to see in a minute. This is going to be all kinds of links in the description. There's going to be jumps too, as usual, like timestamps. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now. So I thought I would show you guys one of my Christmas presents to me over the holidays. It took a while to get here, but I'm actually using this as kind of like my end table on the with the couch. So this is my little coloring cart. I was bringing so much into the living room to color with while, you know, we watch TV and stuff, and I needed some extra space because the office is overflowing. But I found this little cart, and it's absolutely perfect for what I needed. It's even bigger than the table I was using as a temporary end table before. So, yeah, you can see. Our only problem with the metal is you can see all the little, like, thumbprints and stuff. I'll have to wipe that down. But here's my little magnifying glass light. I need to run a power strip underneath this so that the cord's not sitting out for people to trip over all the time, so I have to unplug it and replug it. But this is my extra light for when I want to do a little more detail. I have, this is shuttle art and a bunch of my random, like, Bic, I think they're called Intensity now, but Bic marking markers. When I just say I color with alcohol markers and I don't really specify a brand, that's kind of what I'm doing here. Is just like a catch-all of my real budget markers. I have a few extra like Prismas in here and stuff, so there's that. Here's my 84 set of my sprees, which was my first set, and then the bigger sets in the office that way where Sid is playing Gargoyle Kitty. These are my super tips and the Rose Art and Crayola super tips for when I want to do the water-based marker coloring. These are actually all the colors that I believe are in the Sun Life Drawing palette, color by number palette. So as I run out, I do get my others. Alright, so down here we have extra gel pens, which I've said I definitely need to use up. These are not the only gel pens I have. Trust me, there are so many, many, many gel pens in this house. Fine liners and super fine markers. Again, hardly ever use these. Need to use these up. Here, pull this out, I guess, and show you guys. Oh, Leroy's gonna come help. Hey, Leroy. It's almost his playtime this morning, so he is fired up. So there we go, fine liners. I know I should store this on the side, but I just don't really have room for it. We've got the super fine line, like Sharpies and stuff. I need to use these more as well. Alright, and then I'll try to shove that back in there later. My massive pile of coloring books that I'm working on in here. Kind of haphazard. Then we get down to the drawers. This is where I'm storing all my extra markers from that catch-all bag. This is all like my extra markers that I have. Whoop, about fell backwards. So as you can see, I have a lot, and those are I also have some more water-based markers in here. It's not just Crayola. My Tamnits are in there that I don't have it used much. This is a little, it's supposed to wrap around your head so you have an extra light. Problem is, the light's really good. See? You even got a flashing red one. I'm not really sure why. I guess if I was in a tunnel somewhere signaling for help, I'd need that. Problem is, this part's so heavy that the headband part, like, it's not sturdy enough. It slides down. It's really annoying. I only use it when I absolutely have to. Since I put my big lamp in here, I haven't had to use it. So here we have more markers, as you see. And these are some more water-based markers I have not used in a million years. Why is a Shuttle Art Real brush pen in here? Huh. These are Leisure Art, I believe. And then we have Crayola, so more water-based markers in here. I just kind of, anywhere I had a space to put this stuff, because this is all the stuff that basically needs to be used. And then here are all my super tips. Not super sorted. My super tips aren't super sorted, but again, this is kind of my need to use all this up kind of cart. So, anyway, thought you guys might enjoy this. This is coming real handy. I'll put a link in the description for any of you that are looking. It's definitely long, like it's a rectangular shape. You can see it goes maybe 2/3 of the way with the couch. It doesn't leave a lot there on the side. So anyway, there we go. My Christmas present to myself. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? Winry girl. Meow. Oh, no, Mommy's got that camera thing. I don't want to do it now. What's the matter, girl? Huh? What's the matter? Ow. Wow. Oh, come here. Isn't she so beautiful? Isn't she so pitiful? Isn't my girl so beautiful? Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Lick, rub, lick, rub. Yeah. Whoa. Wanna come up here? Or yes, please. I would like more of these so-called rubbings. I would like more of these so-called rubbings. Yes. Rubbings. Bloop. Okay. We'll keep my spot warm till Mommy gets off work. Okay? Good deal. Nope. Nope. We're coming back. A few more rubbies. See my little girl. See my little girl. Gotta be gentle with her. Can be rougher with the boys, but not the girls. No, gotta be gentle with her. Not because she's a girl, because she's tiny. And she don't like that. She don't like the rough play. You gotta be real gentle with her. Petting, anything. She's also real skittish. So, aren't you, girl? Alright.